What is going on, guys? It's your boy BigDyllan and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, what I'm going to be trying to do is do a complete breakdown guide of Warlock movement in Destiny 2. The first video that I did on Icarus Dash skating for Warlocks seemed to do very well, and it was really well received. So I thought I would actually do a complete breakdown guide on how you can bunny hop skate and just general skate with the burst glide on a Warlock, and then we'll also towards the end of the video cover the Icarus Dash skating as well, so it will be all into one video. Now, I do want to say, I don't want to waste anybody's time. If you are a highly skilled player and you have been playing Destiny for years and you already know all of these movement techniques, just do yourself a favour, just click off the video. You're probably not going to learn anything in this. However, this video is targeted towards either new players, maybe you're new to playing Warlock, or maybe you've actually been playing Destiny 2 for years and Warlock for years, but you just genuinely do not know any of these movement techniques. And hopefully by the end of it, you'll be able to gel a few of these together and be able to move around the map a little bit quicker on a Warlock. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and split this down into multiple stages, and I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible for you to understand. And again, I'm going to be trying my best to sort of split it up into little sections. So first things first, we're just going to go into subclasses. Now, for the subclasses, for the first part of this video, you can actually use whichever subclass you would prefer, as we are just going to be needing the movement for burst glide. Now, the burst glide, what this does is when you activate the double jump on a Warlock, it provides you with a strong initial boost of speed. Now, burst glide is actually available on all of the Warlock subclasses. So again, you're not actually tied to any specific subclass. So for example, say if you wanted to use something like Stormcaller in Crucible or PvE, whatever mode you want it into play, you can actually feel free to use whatever subclass you want, as it is available on every single subclass. So now that we've got that out of the way, that we need to have burst glide equipped for these movement techniques to work, we need to actually understand how the Warlock jump works. Now, it may sound kind of stupid doing that, but what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to do 3 types of jumps. There's going to be a single jump, there's going to be a double jump, and we're also going to have to learn what I'm going to call a triple jump, which might sound a little weird, but I'll hopefully try and break them down for you as easily as possible. So on screen right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a single jump. Now, what I mean by this is I'm just going to press my jump button once, and you're just going to do a single hop. That's just a standard single jump for the Warlock, right? So I'm just going to jump, jump, jump. Very simple and basic. Anyone can do this. Now, a double jump is the activation of your burst glide, which will look something like this. So when I say double jump, it's me pressing my jump button twice very quickly, which does this. So double jump, and then you should float up into the air, which activates the burst glide. You can press jump again and it will cancel the burst glide. But again, we're just going to double jump, and I'll just cancel it, and then again, double jump. So that's the standard single jump and a a double jump. So now that we've done those two, we need to actually learn how to triple jump. And it's pretty much, again, as basic as the first two. You're just going to press your jump button 3 times very quickly. It's pretty much as fast as you can, which is all you're going to essentially do is you're going to hop off the floor, and it will activate and instantly deactivate the burst glide. So it will be 1, 2, 3. Right, so it's a very quick movement. Just press them as quickly as possible. It's not actually that hard to do. It's sort of hard to it's harder for me to explain it and sort of show it on video. Obviously, it's easier when you're doing it in motion for some reason. So again, a triple jump is 3 presses of your jump button very quickly, which is triple jump, triple jump, triple jump. Right? So I messed up the first one there, but I did the next two, perfectly. So again, it's all about the timing and how quick you can actually press the buttons, right? So now that we actually know the single jump, the double jump, and the triple jump, you're going to try and apply that into movement. So what we're going to do is we're just going to essentially sprint and use these jumps whilst we're actually moving around the map. So I'm just going to run straight forward, and we're just going to do this standard single jump. So we're just going to sprint and just practice jump, 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 right? So that's the standard single jump for the Warlock. Now you're just going to do the double jump, which will look something like this if you do it correctly. So you're just going to sprint and double jump, and you should just instantly activate your burst glide and float over to the other side of the map, right? Now a triple jump will look something like this. So we're just going to sprint forward and triple jump, triple jump, triple jump. So as you can see, the triple jump is where you're actually going to be building the majority of the momentum for you to be able to actually bunny hop skate on a Warlock within Destiny 2. So the triple jump is the main part of the movement that we're actually going to be using for the purpose of this video. And again, it's all about timing. The more you practice this method, the better you'll get over time. Again, I just recently returned to playing Destiny 2, so I had to sort of actually relearn this myself. But it's very, very easy. Just go into a private match and practice on your own, or just play some strikes or something like that. It's very, very easy to pick up. It is not hard. Anyone can do this. So now that we've actually learned all those movement techniques, you can actually add timing into those jumps, which makes them a little bit more efficient. So what I mean by this is I could sprint forward, I could do a single jump, and then activate my second jump on a slight delay. So what that will do is it will push me further forward rather than straight up into the air. So you can change the timing of the actual second jump. So for example, if I do it very quickly and I just jump in terms of timing, it will just throw me straight up into the air like this, right? Whereas if I put a slight delay on it, as soon as I'm at the peak of that first jump and my character's about to fall, then you activate your second jump, which activates the burst glide, and that should push you further forward and give you the momentum to actually travel further forward, right? Which will look something like this. So I'll sprint, I'll jump, delay it, jump, right? So it pushes your character forward rather than straight up into the air. Very, very easy to do. And what you can actually do with this is you can actually, again, cancel it, and then you can chain it again as soon as your character then lands on the floor, which would look something like this. So I'll sprint, jump, jump, cancel, triple jump, triple jump, triple jump. And that's the very, very basics of how you can actually move around on a Warlock. Now, one of the most easy and basic methods that I would advise just to practice for you to get used to this is just sprint forward, and all you're going to do is just triple jump, right? So which is 3 presses of the jump button very, very quickly. Every time your character lands on the floor, you're just going to triple jump. And you can chain this momentum together, and you can move faster and faster and faster pretty much every time you land it perfectly, which is very, very good, obviously, to get around the map and into certain positions. So now that we've sort of learned that side of the Warlock movement and the bunny hop skating, all that sort of stuff, I'm actually going to cover Icarus Dash skating as well, and I'm going to try and chain them together so we can move around the map even quicker. Now for Icarus Dash skating, you're actually going to be wanting to be on the Dawnblade subclass, and you are going to need the aspect Icarus Dash, which will give you a dodge while you are airborne, right? So for me, with me being on Xbox, to activate my dash, it's just a double press of the B button, which obviously you can only activate the Icarus Dash while you're airborne. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to jump off this box and I'm going to activate my Icarus Dash. So I'm just going to jump and then activate. So what it does is it gives you a thrust in whichever direction you are pushing on your movement stick. So for me, I'm going to jump off of this. I'm going to push my movement stick to the right, sort of like I'm strafing right. So I'm just going to run, jump, and then Icarus Dash. So again, I'll just do it to the left this time, just so you can see you can do it in any direction. So again, jump, Icarus Dash. So yeah, what you can do with this is you can use it to either get out of harm's way and all that sort of stuff. Say if obviously you're in Crucible in a gunfight, you're losing, just Icarus Dash out the way, gets you out of harm's way. But the purpose of this, for this video, is that we're actually going to be learning how to Icarus Dash skate, which is super easy to do. I see so many people overcomplicating it and just getting really confused with the timing and all that sort of stuff. So the easiest way, now that I've actually just shown you the bunny hop skating, what we're going to be trying to do is obviously use the momentum for the burst glide into the Icarus Dash skate, which is super easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprint forward, we're going to jump, put a slight delay on the second jump. So you're going to sprint, jump, jump, and then as soon as you activate that second jump, you're just going to activate your Icarus Dash. What that should do is it should give you all the momentum from the activation of the burst glide, and it should throw you forward in the Icarus Dash, which should, if you time it correctly, look something like this. So we're just going to sprint, jump, jump, Icarus Dash. So as you can see, it throws us quite far forward, and you can actually, as soon as you get out of the Icarus Dash skate, you can then, as soon as your character hits the floor, you just triple jump and you constantly chain it pretty much as many times as you want. So again, we're just going to sprint, jump, jump, Icarus Dash. So there's no delay on the activation of the Icarus Dash is what I'm trying to say. So as soon as you activate your burst glide, instantly activate your Icarus Dash. Don't waste any time in activating it. If you do it wrong, it's just going to For example, say if I just run, jump, and then Icarus Dash, I'm not really going to go anywhere. You have to make sure you press your jump button for a second time to activate the burst glide, right, which is your Warlock's double jump. So what we're going to try and do, again, I'll just quickly show you again in action. We're just going to sprint, jump, jump, Icarus Dash. And it's as simple as that to learn how to Icarus Dash skate. Now, one of the other things, obviously, that we're going to be wanting to learn, now that we also learnt the bunny hop skating, is we're actually going to be wanting to chain the bunny hop skating into the Icarus Dash skate. So, the most simple and perfect method to do this is just to sprint, jump, jump, Icarus Dash skate, and every time your character, again, lands on the floor, you just activate your triple jump, which is super, super easy. Again, if you can perfect it, a triple jump is once again just 3 presses of your jump button very, very quickly. It's kind of hard for me to just stand still and do it for some reason. It's much easier to do it in motion. But again, as you can see on screen, it's just a jump, activate, and then cancel all in one fluid motion. So it's very quick. You don't waste any time in doing it. And that's pretty much the movement guide for the Warlock. That's as simple as I can break it down into one video. Hopefully, I've explained it as thoroughly as possible. So again, practice the 3 jumps that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which you got a single jump, you got your double jump, which is obviously the activation of your burst glide, then you have your triple jump, which is the jump activation and then instantly cancelling the burst glide. So then you obviously get the momentum, but then you cancel it so then you can chain it again as soon as you land on the floor. And yeah guys, hopefully this video helps a few people out. I know the first video just specifically on Icarus Dash skating did really, really well. And yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.